My name is Todd, and you're joining me here at the CINCILINGUA membership program, and I welcome you here and glad to have you with us. As you probably know, CINCILINGUA is a language institute. We are located in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is located in the Midwestern region of the United States of America. And for this lesson video, we are going to discuss idioms. And this is going to be our first lesson video on this topic. And we're going to jump right into the lesson for today. The first idiom that we have today here is to catch a cold. To catch a cold. And it means to become sick with a cold in the nose or the throat. Common symptoms that you may experience if you catch a cold will be sneezing, achoo, achoo, or coughing. You may also have watery eyes. You may have a fever, high temperature. These are symptoms that you have caught a cold. And we have here an example sentence. Jorge caught a cold yesterday, so he couldn't go to school today. Jorge caught a cold yesterday, so he couldn't go to school today. Now, this idiom uses a verb, and it is an irregular verb. Okay, and what we call the base form of this verb is catch. Okay, then our simple past form of the verb is caught. And our past participle verb, the past participle form of the verb is also caught. So catch, caught. It's an example of an irregular verb being used in this idiom. Moving on here, we have another idiom, and that idiom is all along, and that means from the beginning or from a very early point in time or a very early point in a process of some kind. And we can look at our example here. It says they met in 1958. Started dating in 1961, got married in 1964, and have been married for 59 years. On the first day he met her, he knew that he would love her forever. He knew all along that they would get married. He knew all along that they would get married. He knew from a very early point in the process here. He knew from the very first day that he met her that they would get married all along. I have another example. From the first speech she heard, she knew he would be the next president. She knew all along that he would be the next president. She knew all along that he would be the next president. She knew from the beginning, she knew from the very first speech that he would be the next president. Okay, a very early point in the process from the beginning. To dress up. To dress up, this is an example of what we call a phrasal verb. And phrasal verbs, just as a very, very brief introduction, a phrasal verb is a verb that is followed by at least one preposition. Up is a preposition here, and it's a kind of an idiom. Okay, not all idioms are phrasal verbs, but all phrasal verbs are idioms. And we will also have videos and lessons discussing these phrasal verbs on our membership program also. But this idiom, it means to wear formal clothes, to wear nice clothes. As you can see, this couple here in the picture are dressed up. They are dressed up. Example sentence. We dress up when we go to a wedding. We dress up when we go to a wedding. Now, this idiom also uses a verb, and this verb is a regular verb. Okay, so dress is the base form. Dressed with that ed on the end is our simple past form. All regular verbs in the simple past form have an ed ending on it. And dressed is also our past participle form of that verb. And all regular verbs have that ed ending on the past participle form also. So the simple past, the past participle forms of regular verbs are the same. They are spelled the same and they are pronounced the same. Okay. All right. So we are moving on here. To make a difference, or to make a difference to. We have that preposition to in parentheses there because sometimes the word to is not necessary. Depends on the sentence. But this means to be important, to affect, to be significant in some way. You can see we have a question here under our little pictures. It says, does it make a difference to you if we eat at McDonald's or Pizza Hut? Does it make a difference to you if we eat at McDonald's or Pizza Hut? We're saying, is it important to you? Another way we could say this is another idiom. We could say, does it matter to you? Does it matter to you? That's a synonymous idiom. But does it make a difference to you? The other picture here, it says, does it make a difference to you if we go to Disney World or the beach? Does it make a difference to you if we go to Disney World or the beach? Okay, here we have an example sentence or a little context here. Do you want to go to the Italian restaurant or the Chinese restaurant? Do you want to go to the Italian restaurant or the Chinese restaurant? I like Italian food and Chinese food. So it doesn't make a difference to me which restaurant we go to. I like Italian food and Chinese food. So it doesn't make a difference to me which restaurant we go to. I'm hungry. Let's eat. It doesn't make a difference to me. It doesn't matter to me. Let's eat. Okay, now again, we have an idiom with a verb here. This is an irregular verb, the verb to make. Base form is make. The simple past form is made. And the past participle form is also made. Make, made, made. All right, so there we have it. We have looked at 4 idioms. The first idiom we looked at was to catch a cold. And if you catch a cold, you may have symptoms such as sneezing, achoo, or coughing. Your eyes may water. You may have a fever. You may feel terrible if you have caught a cold. So in rainy, cold weather, you want to make sure to wear a hat to prevent yourself from catching a cold. All along was the next idiom we looked at. All along means from the beginning, or from a very early point in time, or from a very early point in a process of some kind. So I looked out the window this morning and I knew all along that it was going to rain all day. I looked out the window early this morning. I knew all along that it was going to rain all day. To dress up. This means to wear formal clothes, to wear nice clothes. For example, if you go to a wedding, you dress up. If you go to a very nice dinner, to a nice restaurant, you will dress up. People will dress up. If you go to, for example, an opera performance or to some ballet performance. You will dress up. You'll wear nice clothes. Okay. And to make a difference or to make a difference to means to be important in some way or to be significant in some way. Or as I said, a synonymous idiom here would be to matter, to matter. So we could say, yeah, I like cold weather. I like hot weather. So it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make a difference to me if we go to the beach for vacation or if we go to Alaska for vacation. It doesn't make a difference to me if we go skiing, snow skiing, or if we go surfing, because I like them both. It's not important to me where we go, but come on, let's go on vacation. Okay. So, all right. So there we have it. And we're going to wrap up this lesson video, but I will wish you a wonderful remainder of your day. I thank you very much for your attention. I thank you for your attendance, and I'm certainly looking forward to having you join me next time. And in the meantime, I'm wishing you all a great remainder of your day. Thank you very much once again from CINCILINGUA, Cincinnati, Ohio.